Yo, it's Elliot. You got strength questions, and I've got your answers.
Yo, Elliot.
Today we got a question from our buddy Zach Green, whose shoulder fucking hurts when he bench presses. Check him out.
Yo, Elliot. It's your boy Zach Green, and I got a question for you. I'm having fucking shoulder pain when I'm doing bench press. I'm sure you got it a million times before, but I can't seem to figure out what to do to correct this shit. It's bugging the shit out of me. The majority of the pain I seem to be having is not really in the shoulder muscle itself, the front delta or anything. It's right in between. It's sort of like it must be like a rotator cuff issue or something. Sometimes that pain radiates right down actually into the side of my arm, almost like right where the bicep would connect to the humerus. But I can't seem to figure out, is it internal rotation that's my problem? Is it external rotation? I don't know if it's related at all, but there is some upper chest, almost into my neck, muscle sensitivity there. I don't know if that's related, but I can't seem to get any relief. Like, what are stretches, exercises I should avoid? Should I switch to dumbbells? What should I do? I'm relying on you, man. Please help me.
Well, Zach, the very first thing is, after watching some of your other videos, I realized that you're a fucking psycho.
Ah, yes! Fuck you!
If you had any doubts about the quality of this coat hanger, let me assure you that I have beaten many a hoe with a coat hanger just like this one. Today we are going to talk about something very important.
Hi, I'm Zach Green, and I'm here to introduce you to the exciting world of pimping.
And this one is for you. Oh, fuck yeah.
Alright, Zach, now to answer your question about shoulder pain, you also mentioned that you had some pain in the upper chest and neck. I sent you a couple of emails to figure out if my assumption about your situation was correct, but you didn't get back to me, so I'm going to just lay out my assumption. It looks to me like you are a mouth breather. So just from observing you in some of your videos, it looks like you may have difficulty breathing through your nose. What happens is when you have allergies or asthma or any type of obstruction that doesn't allow you to breathe fully through the nose, you'll then end up breathing through the mouth. In order to lay your jaw down a little bit so that you can breathe better through your mouth, your body creates a situation where it starts to tip the shoulder girdle forward or depress the ribs, the rib cage, so that your jaw naturally drops open. And over time what happens is, through this particular posture and the excitement of your extra respiratory muscles. So what happens is when you're in this position and you're using your shoulders and neck to breathe as opposed to your primary respiratory muscles, which are down here. But they're you're far more able to use these muscles when you breathe fully through your nose. So in your situation, you have the shoulder girdle tipping forward so the jaw can drop open so that you can breathe better, probably due to some sort of asthma or allergies, or even from the past. Even if it's not bothering you now, it may be a pattern that you picked up from years ago having asthma or allergies or breathing obstruction. Two things are happening now. You end up having a lot of tension in the extra respiratory muscles, which are across the top of your chest, your scalene, sternocleidomastoid, and because you've got that poor instantaneous axis rotation of the upper arm because you're tipped forward, you end up having a lot of tension and undue pressure on your shoulders when you're pressing or doing anything else. Basically, you have some muscles that are overdeveloped on one side of the joint, and you got muscles that are underdeveloped on the opposite side of the joint because of the posture that you've developed because of your respiratory patterns. That's number one. Number two is when you breathe through your mouth, you stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, which is basically your fight or flight catabolic branch of the nervous system and hormonal system. You're just far more, you're in a breakdown mode. Your body thinks that you're in fight or flight, you're running from something. When you breathe through your nose, it's far more parasympathetic. You're more in a relaxed, subconscious state of mind. See, breathing should be a subconscious activity or parasympathetic activity, one that you really don't have to think about. But when you have difficulty breathing through your nose, you have to start thinking about breathing, and that's why you chose to breathe through your mouth. With the extra stimulus of your sympathetic nervous system, your body's releasing far more cortical hormones and stress hormones, adrenaline. That's going to create a situation where you don't recover well. So your joints are going to hurt more, your tissue's not going to recover after workouts. So you've got a lot of shit going on besides being a fucking psycho. Here would be my suggestion. If my assumption is true and that you do have difficulty breathing through your nose, what I would say is work on expansion or full extension type stretching. So get one of those Swiss balls, you know what I'm talking about, those big beach ball looking things that you see at the gym. Spend some time opening up. So you're going to open up the rib cage, you're going to open up you probably have tight upper abdominals, you're going to open up your shoulders quite a bit. Stretch your pec minor against the wall like I showed you in other videos, and really to help set your head back into the position that it should be in, you're going to have to stretch your scalenes, your sternocleidomastoid, your upper trapezius. And any type of stretch like this is going to do that. Those are all stretches. Exercises that are going to support you are exercises that strengthen the deep cervical flexors, the muscles that bring your head back into position. One of the things that I teach some of my clients and my advanced students is how to press. What you're going to do is you're going to put your arms and shoulders and body flat up against the wall, put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, and press the back of your neck up against a wall. You're going to hold it in a static hold for like 10-15 seconds. You do a few sets of that, you're going to feel like the muscles in here getting stronger. The whole point of these stretches and exercises is to put you back into a position where you can maintain that instantaneous axis of rotation in your shoulders, so all that undue pressure isn't placed on it when you're pressing and when you're doing other things. Curing your asthma and allergies is a totally different story, and one that I'm not qualified to really give you too much advice on. But I would look into it and see if it's a possibility. I hope that's helpful, my friend. Talk to you next time.
Yo, Elliot,